And that leads right into how great the Goose Creek crowd was, because there were times at the game, as loud as the speaker system is, and it was right behind us, there were times, like after that touchdown right before the half, where the crowd was so loud, I could hear Bender on the speaker. I couldn't understand what he was saying because the crowd was so loud. Goose Creek crowd is one of the rowdiest, most supportive crowds I've ever been to at a football game, and there's nothing like being in the middle of the crowd when the Goose Creek Gator chant starts up, and they hear that on the other side of the field.
Oh, of course they are. Goose Creek Gators, baby.
Hey, that's right.
Norman doing that.
We wake up in the morning and we piss excellence, all right? That's just how we roll. That's what we do.
Hey, we're so cool with PU ice cubes, okay? That's just how it rolls. Goose Creek has an excellent, tradition as far as, the last 10 years under Reedy's tutelage.
Coach Reedy, man, what can you say
about he has built a winning culture, and Dylan Steele is part of that. And like I say, I am so proud.
Dylan's a big part of that.
Yeah, I am proud to have him in the room with us right now, talking football.
Yep.
Most of our shows we do talk about football. We have steered away from that completely, just for the simple fact that we like to, give props to Dylan Steele for the job he did when he played on offensive line. Even though I really didn't give very much, homage to basically any of the offensive line. I was always talking about, Caleb Kinlaw, Tramel Terry, Dantes Benjamin. These guys did all the work on the front, so these guys can get the props.
We understand. It takes a very special person to play, the offensive line, but it takes a special person to play offensive line when you're winning big, okay? Because we know we're not going to get our name called out. The only time that we do get notarized is when we either have a holding call or penalty. So you have to have a very clear, mindset at, what you do is for the better of the team, okay? You're always going to be dogged when you lose, and you're always going to, be overlooked when you win, okay? So, knowing that, that's why I was never really big on, taking part in the media aspect of, when they wanted to. I never turned down an interview just because out of respect, but I never went looking for anything like that, and neither did any of my fellow linemen, okay? We knew our role. We knew that, the only things we get is a pat on the ass when we come off the field by our coach and a nod by the running back when he makes a good play. That's all, and that's really, if you're out there looking to get notoriety or to get, stats or to get your name called out by the PA system, don't play offensive line.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, guys.
No, that's the truth, because I played. Hold on, let me, because I was offensive line.
We got two offensive linemen here.
Exactly, I was
a quarterback. Let me tell you something right now.
As far as when I played football, okay, and you played football at the same time I did, okay, Chuck. I'm just saying, as an offensive lineman, being 6 foot tall. At the time, I weighed 220. 220.
That's about what I weigh.
Exactly. Yeah. Plus 100 pounds. But anyway, when I played offensive line, we did not have the weight training. We did not have the especially the good coaching we did back then. And that's no knock to the system we had back then. It was just the way it was. We played. Hard-nosed football, but we did not have the coaching we did back then. And these guys are excelling under the coaching we have right now. But go ahead, Charles.
Well, I just want to say something, guys. We say it. We've been saying it for the entire season. All right? This is coming from a quarterback, y'all. All right? We say it all the time.
Tighten your chin straps up.
It doesn't matter how good you are as a skilled player. And I'm not saying offensive lineman or not, but I'm telling you right now, y'all, it starts with the offensive line. All right? It does. We say it every week. We say it every week on the show.
I'll be the first one to tell you that it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where the hell you come from. It matters where your head is at that particular moment in time. You got to be willing to sacrifice everything.
Right.
Everything you got for the better cause, all right? You can't think about yourself, okay? And that's what a lot of people overlook being spectators of the game.
Yeah, well, again,
that's true.
And I want to say, because Dylan's here on a celebrity shot on the show here, I'm going to tell you right now, again, it does not start with the quarterback. It does not start with the running back. It starts with the O-line.
Exactly.
And we say that all the time on this show.
And like I said,
the O-line makes it happen.
Yeah,
right?
and it's my fault because last year I really didn't, or the year before last, or last year, I really don't. I mean, this year we did give the offensive line some props, okay? And it might have been my fault for doing that, but I felt.
It's your fault. This is your show.
Well, I did
and
feel
you're
that.
an offensive tackle.
Exactly, I did feel. I mean, I.
6 foot, your offensive tackle.
Yeah. But that just shows how much. When I played football in '89, we had 40 people show up to play. 40, that was max.
Right.
Lucky if we had that, and that we didn't. We brought maybe 1 or 2 at the most for JV up, right?
Yep.
1 or 2, and we did good. I mean, we had a 6-5 season. We had a 7-3 season. You had your all 9-4 season, right? 9-2 season when they lost in the first round to. Who was it that played? Lower Richland at the time. But, I mean, it just shows that we had the caliber of players, and we still do have the caliber of players. They just didn't have the right coaching at the time to fill the position that they were at. And it just goes to show that the players we had that come up, in the last few years to fill the positions that they knew they could play and to get the right coaching and the right, instruction on what to do, on how to play to get our first championship, and that all goes, that goes back to Dylan. Of course.
Can I say something?
We say congratulations to him for winning the first championship. Yes.
I know he's sitting here in our studios right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm going to say, and he's right in front of me right now. I'm going to say Dylan Steele might go down in history of one of the greatest Goose Creek Gators.
And I would be really, I'm being serious. I would be disappointed to see that he would not get his name in the offensive line of Hall of Fame. Absolutely. As far as Goose Creek offensive linemen go. Just a stellar player, did a great job as offensive line.
Now understand. And I thank y'all for everything that you're saying right now. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. But, I mean, now, I was no Brandon Shell. I was no, there's guys, Matt Stephenson. He was the right guard. He was the right guard at, for on our championship team.
Exactly, yeah.
To me, every day of the week, I'll say that he was a better lineman than me. I mean, even though that the majority of people will say the opposite, I'm still going to say otherwise, all right?
Exactly.
Now, Devon Mitchell, he's probably one of the greatest centers. Him and Rodney Garrett are about tied for the best center. And I only got to say that because I know Rodney's going to be listening right now, okay? and I'm his roommate, so I got to deal with that shit. So, other than saying, all that, I mean, I do appreciate that, but I mean, understand though, I never once went out to try to get anything like that. I always wanted it to be for the team. I never I never wanted anything to be about. I never looked for any damn stat about me. I never tried to damn get anything just for me. I knew my position, and if I did damn good, then other things will happen. Such as this. All right, and I want to thank y'all, and from the bottom of my heart, I really do, and I appreciate it. Okay, I don't want to let that go unknown.
No, we thank you very much for representing the Gator Nation, man.
Yeah, exactly. As far as the rest of them, like the Rodney Garrett and in the center, like he was talking about a few minutes ago, Matt Stephenson. You also had Brandon Shell playing. These guys are stellar. I mean, like I said, Brandon Shell has moved on. He's at the University of South Carolina. He did an awesome job at the tackle position. I think it was right tackle, right?
Yeah, for the most part, he did play.
He played right tackle, and
we tried to put him at blind side, but he felt more secure at right, so we just left him at right.
Exactly, but I'm going to say Brandon Shell, he did make it. He is at USC, doing a great job there, doing the best he can, and he's doing like I said, absolutely great job at right tackle for USC right now. And these guys, I mean, we can't overlook them also, but I'm just saying Dylan Steele was one of the best guards we've had, and that's bar none. And Brandon Shell was one of the best right tackles we had. What was the quarterback, the center's name again? Devon Mitchell. Like he said, he was one of the best. Rodney Garrett, I remember him. He is one of the best, linemen we had also. I mean, they all did a great job. These guys are part of the winning tradition.
That all everything, that, you're saying the old, that we couldn't have done that without the coaching that we had. Okay?
Absolutely.
And that's just not now. Reedy's, when it comes to offense, he's the offense coordinator, and yeah, he'll look at you funny when you screw up at practice, but it's Buddy King. It's definitely, for Rodney, it's definitely Steve Gabriel,
Exactly.
And for me, my senior year, it was Gabriel, okay? And I can't, I feel like I'm damn shooting them in the head every time, something, y'all notarize me, and I got to give credit to those guys because
as you should,
because I feel so. I feel like I can't take all the credit for that. Okay?
And exactly, we don't try to take credit from Coach King. Coach King did an awesome job when he was here at Goose Creek. He's doing a very excellent job. I mean, he's damn stellar job. Right now, Somerville is in the playoffs. They are in round 3. Coach King is doing a jam-up job with them guys over at Somerville right now. Are you there? Hey, Decaf, what are you saying?
It's cool. Sorry, I turned up the speaker too loud there for a second. I'm just listening to you guys.
Okay. Hey, I'm not trying to get on a tangent here, but hang with me just a second, Decaf. But yeah, Coach King, Coach Gabriel, that whole offensive coordination, guys.
Give props to Hugh Hood.
Yep, Coach Hood. Yeah, Coach Hood.
He's I mean, he's probably, now, granted, he didn't play football, but he is one of the few people that I know that didn't play football that damn understands football really, really, really well. Okay, that's it. Well, I mean, granted, he came right out of college too, Goose Creek. Exactly. Under Coach Reedy and learned that whole thing. And then he got a chance to go down to Whale Branch down there. Him and D'Amato. D'Amato's coaching linebackers. Yeah. D'Amato was coaching linebackers at Goose Creek in 2009. Got the head coaching job down at Whale Branch. Him and Coach Hood went down there. Coach Hood got the chance to, be the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. Got a lot of time and experience under his belt. And then, they came back here to Goose Creek my senior year. They spent 2 seasons down there in Buford coaching at Whale Branch. And they got, all that time, that helped them be better offensive line coaches, or better, one, a better offensive line coach, and 2, a better defensive back or linebacker coach, exactly. Okay? So, I mean, we got so much great coaching talent at the varsity level at Goose Creek.
It all starts with coaching, man.
So, I mean, and then it's just, it's unbelievable.
Exactly. And like I said, we like to talk about the coaching at Goose Creek. Like I said, we start with Coach Reedy. You got defense, you got Coach Hoff, you got Coach Bowers, you got Coach Kander, Coach Kander out there.
Kander, baby.
Yeah, all them defensive guys. Exactly. You got the running back coaches. You got Coach Covington. Right. You got the offensive line. You got Coach Gabriel. You had Buddy King there at one time, and of course Coach Hood's out there still. Coach Lepowski.
He was coaching receivers. Now he's coaching quarterbacks.
Exactly, and he's doing a stellar job doing what he had to do. And then, like I said, all these coaches deserve the highest recognition we can give them, and as well as the Gators that played under them guys. Doing their job, doing what they had to do to win games. And we are proud of the Gators we had this year.
Proud.
This year and last year and the year before last, to include all the way down to the beginning of Goose Creek.
I'm here to tell you, and I don't know how much damn time we got left on this.
We got 2 minutes.
But, I'm here to tell you that, granted we lost Friday night, but, if you look at the big picture, I really, truly think that I'm a firm believer God has a plan for everything.
Exactly.
And, how we lost, my freshman and sophomore year, and that gave us a damn burning desire to go kick everybody's ass. I think maybe that's the same thing this time. That'll put the eye of the tiger back in everybody. That'll give them that damn burning desire they need during the off season. And I'm telling you that the Creek is doing nothing but rising. I truly believe that. They got the same coaching staff as last year. They got real good players coming back from last year, okay? Granted, they're losing Dantes and Kinlaw, but I'm telling you that that's not the end of the Gator Nation. It's doing nothing but going up.
Gator Nation's strong. All right.
Hey, guys, we are going to wrap up this show. And we do appreciate Dylan Steele being on the show with us. And he's been like a great.
Thank you, Dylan, for coming.
Exactly, Dylan. We appreciate you coming over and talking with us. He is one of the state championship winners, and we do appreciate the coaching staff. Like I said, along with all the players from here today all the way back in the day, and we would say go Gators.
Absolutely.